We really cannot live without history. We have to. May have progress, and then stories are involved with history. Can everyone see me clearly? Betty Ludwig is going to be voicing for us today. Thank you. Okay. First of all, the history of Oktoberfest. When did it actually start? What month? What month did it start? October. Ah, somebody back there. It was in the fall in September. That's when it really started in Germany. In Munich, Germany. That was the beginning of it. In September, the third weekend in September, there was a festival until the first Sunday of October. Then it was completed. That's a yearly thing. Now, the second question is, what is Oktoberfest? What is it? What do you think it is? Sometimes people drink too much, I'm sorry. Free beer, is that it? Well, almost, you're close. It's a festival, yes, it's a festival. It's a party, that is correct. The merry-go-rounds. It's the fall, the harvest, yes. You're close. It's a wedding. You are absolutely correct. It is a wedding, or it first started as a wedding. It's beer, yes. But it's a wedding festival. People from all over that wanted to join into the festival of the wedding. Yes. It was the king and the queen. Yes. It started there. That is correct. That is correct. Guy wondered. I'm smart German, he says. Anyway, it was the royalty. It was a royal wedding. In 1810. 1810. You remember in 1810, what was it like there? It's back before the mechanic times, before the cars, before phones. We had to use horses. People who were very lonesome would come together and they would start to have a festival. It was a wedding. And it was a prince. He was marrying and then he became the king. It was Ludwig. Question? Is it connected to my name? Ludwig? Well, mine is Ludwick, but I have to research the family tree here. I'm humbled and changed my name, maybe, huh? Oh, cute for the interpreter. It was a wedding, and what did they do at the wedding? Well, they had horse races. Initially, people were very excited, and they would take bets and so forth, betting on the horse races. In Bavaria, do you know Bavaria? I'm going to tell you a little bit and see if you have the right answer. Bavaria, is it in northern Germany? A, or is it in the central part of Germany? B, or is it in the southern part? C. You think it's in the north? C. You think it's in the south? In the north? C, in the south? It is in the southern part of Germany, Bavaria. In southern Germany, there's a lot of farming and agriculture in that area. They would grow crops. In the northern part, it was more industry. There between the north and south in Germany. The horse races, people became very excited and they decided to have an annual time yearly. And it began to grow and grow. And they added an agricultural type of show. Who grew the largest vegetables, who had the largest animals. And so in the 1800s, that's when it all began. And it progressed as an annual thing, and it began to grow, and children events began to come. Like the carousel. They would have a carousel. They would have swings. Visitors would come, more and more visitors. It would increase yearly. And then they added a parade on top of that. And finally, they did add beer areas. You could, and that really progressed more. In the 1810s, it didn't have that. It was as it advanced. The beer factories, the breweries in that area would begin to be supportive of this, and so it grew. But it began initially from that wedding and horse races, and then it began to be a beer festival. And nowadays, it is now the 176th celebration of the Oktoberfest. And this festival is really called, it's a world largest festival. It's international now. You recognize because of its history. With the international flavor put into it now, it's not German, not just only Germany now. The annual year, sometimes they've had to have some cancellations. For when was it canceled, do you believe? Do you think it was during Hitler's time? The war, World War I, World War II? It was, yes. Yes, it was during the war that it was canceled. With Russia? Yes. Yes, they were involved. In the Korean War, it was during the war times. They had to cancel it. They didn't have the festival. People were depressed. What about the second thing? When was it canceled for the second reason? The sickness, cholera. Cholera, the sickness. People were very ill. And it was enough problem to cancel it. Until nowadays, there were 24 cancellations, really. They asked me, what about the swine flu? Well, we hope it isn't canceled because of that. Anyway. The Rhine River flu? Well, we'll see. We don't know about that one. Okay, anyway, that is my summary of the history of this particular festival. Thank you very much. Have fun. I would like to give the floor to Richard Gray. Where is he? Richard, it's your time.